Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a little bit of Wasted Space Live. And once again, we're on Mars. And once again, I am joined by none other than Mr. Texfire.
Howdy.
And Mr. Wedgehog.
Good evening.
Oh dear, that was ominous. Don't start with that already, man. Seriously.
I've got to get into the swing of things early.
Oh, I see. You get warmed up. And in your pockets. Hello to everyone in chat. Thank you for joining us. And the map is up and running in the background. So, you guys joining in? I don't want to switch to it too early. I want you guys in game as well, because we've got a little surprise for folks on stream. So while I wait for those two to load up and get in, I will mention a little bit of what we've been up to since last episode, because the promised building session has been done and was streamed actually last night over live on Twitch. I stream Mondays and Fridays, and we decided last night, me, Tex and Wedge went and did a whole bunch of building and grinding, and just generally, we didn't go anywhere new, didn't do anything new. We just spent some time cleaning things up so that we didn't have to spend the whole of this stream doing that stuff. If you guys do want to see that, of course, I have linked the stream down in the video description. You can go and watch that. That's up as a VOD for the next month or so, of just us building and messing around and trying to get stuff sorted, and then we had a bit of a dogfighty silly thing at the end. But yes, that does mean that we've got some things to show off. Some things. One thing in particular, and then a couple of other bits that we sort of worked on outside of what you guys would have seen on YouTube. So yeah, let me know when you two are in. I'm kind of excited.
I'm in.
Okay, cool. So I specifically went and stood in a place that would give people no idea. But you can kind of see. We're actually at the Flight Research Center at the moment. If I look over there, you guys will recognize that. We went back over to the Flight Research Center to take apart all the bits and bobs we needed. We did, of course, pay attention to comments and so on, so we were well warned of the fact that we hadn't actually taken out all the solar panels on the roof of the base we were at, so that was going to open up on us with turrets first thing in the morning if we didn't deal with it, so we did. So now, Wedgie, calm yourself down. No spaz mode.
What's wrong with a bit of spaz mode? Leave me alone.
So now, you guys have probably figured out that we're walking around on something a bit less familiar. Let's introduce you guys to, hopefully I pronounced this right, the Nekomata?
Nekomata.
Hey! I don't believe... The double me audio sometimes happens with YouTube. You might just have to refresh. But yes, so we have a little look around. You guys can see we've got a bit of an interior area, med bays and so on. More importantly, actually hooked up to the back. A little way up and down to the floor, but more importantly, Tex, lead us on.
Up on front, we have actually plumbed the cockpit to where it gets oxygen and added two very nice little cryo chambers so that when we leave, we don't lose all of our inventory and drive everyone insane.
Yep, and flying face first into danger with the cryo chambers and the cockpit on the front, to be sure. Well, I quite like it. It's got haunches now. It's got like big shoulder pads almost, which I guess are going to be landing pads eventually. You know, three landing pads on top, or is that okay?
Yes,
makes sense.
And we've got little bits and bobs to make it all work. Assemblers and cargo and
Yep, everything is pretty
eventually
much
a
set up here.
reactor and some solar panels and all that jazz.
Didn't we finish the reactor as well? I think we did.
I think I actually didn't add it back on yet.
You didn't add it on, okay, because we did have the components for it. I know that much.
I had to
got
move
that.
it, so yeah, that was towards the end of the build.
So what we probably need to do, I mean, we've stripped the Flight Research Center now, guys. So this place is pretty much empty of anything that we deemed would be of any real value. Now, admittedly, we haven't taken apart literally everything, because honestly, there wasn't a huge amount of point. There is a cargo container in here with solar cells in it, folder and stuff. I might take that. I don't know why that's still in there, he says. But yes, we came back here basically to strip the place out, so this thing's missing all of its engines now. This one's completely empty, and same with this area. We kind of stripped it pretty good. Not as well as we stripped where we're about to head back to, because I think we should go back to main base before we do anything else. Maybe even attach a mounting point so that we can unload the mobile base. We can have the mobile base for sort of travelling out with, and then the static base, main base, as the main base.
Sounds like a plan.
Did you keep the gyros on our main vehicle? On the big boy?
Ooh, you know, I don't know that I actually added one back on. So yeah, we're probably going to need that.
I would put one on the basis that that is your air control more than anything else. That's your safety if you do drive over a jump a bit faster than you think you should.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I did actually remember to remove it from the cockpit before I grounded it off.
Only
but I don't
just.
think yeah, only just.
Any plans as to where to put it?
In here underneath the undercarriage.
Nicholas is
Somewhere somewhat protected. Maybe the center line of the craft.
yes. It is fixable.
Is what fixable?
Your cockpit isn't actually plumbed up. On the front of the main base, on the front of the Neko.
It should be.
No, the large connector's on the bottom. It's got small connectors on the back.
Oh.
It's the other way around on the fighter cockpit.
Yeah, well, we could throw a fighter cockpit on there would be the easiest solution, or we could throw a
Running one underneath.
connector underneath.
I'd be more inclined to raise it a block up and put a connector underneath if you're going to do that. If
Yep.
you put a connector underneath where it is at the
Yep,
moment,
let me do that.
well, I can help then. You add a gyro because I don't know where that needs to go. I can do this because I know where this
Okay,
needs to go.
Well,
you know?
I already added it, wedgies.
Oh, okay. In which case, get on board. We are overly efficient. I wasn't aware.
Mm.
Okay, so I'll bring parts for. Motor tube, components, plates. We do really need to go and get the either the build info mod or one of the other ones that handles like what blocks you need to take.
Yeah, there was I was asking somebody about that today. It was like accessory or easy inventory, I think was the
Yeah,
name of
easy
the one.
inventory is the one. Yep.
That would allow us to.
I never got used to using it, but I think it would be a good one to get used to, if you know what I mean. Oh no, I was thinking of raising the cockpit up a block, man.
Yeah, no, but I still need to plumb underneath it.
But if you raise the
this
block up,
whole-
you can plumb underneath it there.
Oh, you want to raise it up even for one more than that? Okay.
I think
Only real
otherwise you'll hurt your ground clearance, you know.
Yeah, the reason I had that low is so that when we ran out of hydro, we could actually get in the cockpit still and lower the
Yeah, that's a fair point.
wheels down.
Gyro's online, by the way.
Can we not get into the cryopod? No,
we can do the
can't.
cryopod, and I think we can lower the wheels from
We could always
inside
just
there.
because it stops it from blooming rolling away on us as well when we lower it into the ground. So there is that. Speaking of running out of hydro. Yeah, there's a good reason to watch the VOD for last night, if nothing else, because there is a particularly fun game of Run Away from Wedgehog. I enjoyed that. AKA juke Wedgehog into falling out of the sky because he's run out of hydrogen. No. No.
Okay.
No.
Do we have it?
Yeah.
Wow, that was just rude.
It's escalation right there.
Start.
I'll just escalate it in another way that's completely and utterly ridiculous. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of completely and totally ridiculous, are we ready to
Get moving.
get moving?
I think we should move over to our base and then we should go for an explore. People have been hounding me about finding Mickey's scrapyard.
Now, when
Basically,
you say our base, which one are you referring to?
I'm referring to main base. I can give you a GPS coordinate if you want. It is main base, I think. Or did I call it new base? Oh dear. It's either main base or new base. It's not weird
No.
base. I think
don't
it
have one
might.
for any of those.
I think it might be new base.
Okay, well if you can get me a GPS for it then.
Yeah, it's new base. This, yeah, naming not a strong point for me. New base, main base, weird base, base. I think it's this one. If it's not, we're going on a little tour. You in the cockpit? All right. What shall I do? I know. I'll spectator in the cryopod. Give us some sexy views. Veggie, you getting in?
I'll sit somewhere.
Really the only place right now. I'm gonna throw. Actually, tell you what. Why don't you throw a couple of chairs down? That way people don't have to sit in the cryo when we're moving. Or we can do it right before we leave here.
Okay. I'll pick a spot with a view then.
I was thinking like basically right on top of where the cryos are, or right back behind them. So you're just looking over wherever.
There isn't really anywhere better, other than sticking them like somewhere really silly, like upside down on the bottom or something like that.
I'll sit there.
Good. That's scary, but cool at the same time. I was building some chairs, but okay, let's go.
Can you not do that while we're moving?
I can. It's slightly disturbing, but yeah, sure. Sorry, there's a bit of me that's just saying, hang on, space engine, space engineers.
We're gonna push Space Engineer's engine to its limit today.
Well,
Well,
by
I'd say
driving
we've
a car
already
with some
pushed
people on it. Yeah, we're already pushing it, man. There's people on this thing, and they're moving
Well,
around and stuff.
And don't forget the other vehicle that we have connected to it, the smoker
Holy
that we
crap,
have connected.
you mad?
What's
I'm a
this thing
madcap.
here?
Well, this is our. Before we leave, I felt like we needed to.
Pass
over
by
here.
a little location. I should
See-
probably come and join you guys, shouldn't I?
We've lost a member of our team. Very unfortunate, but you know, we're gonna have to close up and move on.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bounds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. What? Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, done 100 things you have not dreamed of. You were taken from us too soon, your friend. What is this bollocks? You've enshrined the car that might have been blown up a little bit.
Yes,
Oh well.
it is the shrine to the spork.
It's the Spork's sepulcher. An epitaph.
I
Its
maintain
final resting location upon this planet.
mistakes were made,
I can't
but
help but feel. That's right.
Shut
you
up.
Get in there as well. Now die in there.
wow,
This
wow,
is your
really,
final resting
really.
place as well.
I'll final resting place you in a minute, mate.
Well, there we
Okay.
go. At least she was commemorated. The poor spork. Oh, Oldcat's joined chat, which means Oldcat can be introduced to the Nekomata.
Ah, indeed.
Oldcat, your cat got bigger. Ate a lot overnight. Or over the last week. Go away, you edgy. Doesn't even wait for me to finish welding it. Just jump straight on in.
Hey, I was sitting in a skip earlier. This is an improvement. Leave me alone. I'm not even joking, I was.
All right, everybody ready?
How does that even work? Yes, we are ready. Lead on out. We can see the base from here, but it's like 700 meters away. It seems a bit unnecessary, but let's
Oh,
go.
okay. So, sorry, you're talking about that base.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's called Weird Base, isn't it? Okay. I'm talking about the base that we nabbed at the end of the last YouTube stream and took control of on the Twitch stream. Now our base of operations.
Welcome to the Nekomata, old cat.
Just don't crash it into the base.
Looking alright.
Alright, all ashore that's going ashore.
I prefer jumping out of the seats as well. You don't fall to your death immediately. So yes, you guys will remember this base. She is now repaired and under our control. So you can't get in from underneath, but we fixed the cargo system. And we now have all sorts of wonderful goodies in here. Like, whoa, there's a cryopod. So someone can log out. There's still cargo pods full of goodies. And there's a nuclear reactor that we stole some components from. It's also good. Mostly we just nabbed all the turrets. But we also completely cleared out this floor and replaced it with... Oh, I was supposed to get rid of the cryopod that's downstairs. I moved them upstairs, I forgot. You're not supposed to be here, you're supposed to be upstairs. So yeah, cryopods, med bays, and 2 hot-rodded assemblers. And an oxygen farm once we figure out how to make use of it. It's not actually hooked up. We could hook it up now, to be fair, quite easily. It's just not outside, which is a bit of a problem. So, we don't really have much of a destination, as far as I know. Do you guys know any better?
How are
not
we
really.
set for ice? Because we lost a fair amount with the tuning spork. Do we
got
need
the-
to make another run back there for ice, or are we going to be good for a little bit?
G-Corp ground base. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not near the containers at the moment. If there is any, it'll probably be in yours. What does that say? Can't see. Wait. Air Research Facility. So that is the flight, wasn't it? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this way we've got G-Corp ground base. This way we've got headquarters, which I don't think we want to be approaching quite yet. And then we've got the potential of Mickey's scrapyard, but we don't know where he is. And there's a story to be told about Mickey's scrapyard because, to be honest, I know of its existence. But we are playing, obviously, in a scenario made by Duckroll, which you can get the link for in the description. And that scenario was updated, and Mickey's scrapyard wasn't in it to begin with. So it wasn't in our version, and Duckroll came in and pasted it in for us. But it's not where it is in your guys' world. It's somewhere else for us.
Yeah, he was nice enough to put it in so we didn't get spoiled on whatever it is.
Yeah, he was nice enough to come and do that for us, but it means that it's not where it would be anywhere else. Apparently I missed a waypoint, but I'm blind and can't find it. Cat upside down. Let's just have a look through the GPSs themselves, right. Crash site, down. Cat upside down's not needed anymore. Oh, interesting. There is an absolutely enormous flying bug in here.
In the game?
No, in my room. It's about 3 inches long, 1.5 inches wide. It's big. I know what they are. They're called, they're just called doodle bugs or maybugs in the UK. They're really, really really stupid. Like, insanely dumb. G-Corp hidden file contents. That sounds liable, doesn't it?
Are you guys planning on making any kind of fighter ships right away, or are we going to explore some?
I just think we need to explore for a bit.
Got an MRE experiment site that's 20 kilometers away.
I don't think we've been there.
We haven't.
I was going to say experiments. What kind of experiments?
And over there, we've got a secret weapon research facility in G-Corp hidden file contents, which I'm pretty sure we've been to, right? That was, that we've been through.
Yeah, the weapons research.
Yeah. So is it MRE we go to next, or is it the ground base we go to next? We're closer to headquarters and ground base than we are to the MRE place. But, looks like we might actually want to be thinking about a flyer here.
Well, I can also, I figured out a way I can modify the fire truck to carry up to 4 people. So that's one mod we could do fairly easily.
I don't like the idea of going out with just one vehicle.
Yep, I don't either.
I think we need 2.
I figure that's our transport vehicle for parts, and that's also a backup if we have some kind of combat vehicle go down.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. So the question is, we probably want to be building up as some sort of combat vehicle. You doing, Wedge?
Just sort of meandering around. I mean,
Meandering, okay.
Yeah, I don't really have much of a purpose right now. I don't have the tools of mayhem that I usually possess, so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for something to do.
Wedge is at a loss. And everybody else felt much more comfortable.
Indeed.
Come help me build a fighter, Wedgie.
Okay, what do you want it to have?
I don't know yet. We're building it now. We're gonna figure that out as we go.
Right, okay.
I think we should approach this from a relatively logical for space engineers combat perspective and rely heavily on things like decoys and lots of armor and fuck being able to see, because at least we'll still be alive.
So, do we want to have perhaps a set of booms that sort of stick out to the sides with the decoys mounted on?
Yeah, I think so. No, I did not give Shaq the wrong time again. And Shaq should have known what the time was, to be honest, given that he'd agreed to show up on the next week's stream on the stream. I am not the person required to work out all the time zones for him. Anyway, no, Shaq hasn't said anything about turning up this week, and I haven't spoken to him. So don't expect Shaq. Send Wedgie out to scout. No, I don't think this is a good idea. So I'm thinking something relatively small, but that can lift and maybe... welders are massive. Let's not put welders on it. I'm thinking of... just something we can rebuild the decoys on the end of. Try and buy ourselves a bit of time. I just opened my helmet by mistake. Crosshairs off again, Roger.
Use me as a decoy, wow.
He is a bit of a decoy.
Chat does not like me. Not at all.
And as far as weaponry, what do you think we should do? I mean, part of me wants to just drop rock on things. You know? What do you think?
Well, that's certainly a possibility.
Well, we get medieval on their ass. Yeah, I think a good stone to the base could be a neat strategy. Maybe have a little camera to zoom in and see what kind of devastation we've inflicted.
I think it keeps us out of range more than anything else, you know? So we want room down the center of this thing for...
Well, if we're going to do it like that, what we might want is a tiny little container block, and there's a seat near it with a little platform you can stand up on when above, and you just grind it away, and when you do that, a massive stone will spawn and flatten it.
Yeah, the only concern I have here is in order to drop rocks on people, you have to be able to lift rocks, and in order to lift rocks, you have to have enough thrusters in order to be able to lift that weight. You know.
Well, I'm sure with the stuff that we've looted, we should be able to make enough thrusters. I mean, I'm looking at 451 motors, and that'll be more than enough to get us off the ground, I'm sure. No, I am not a human cannonball. Stop it, chat.
You are.
Don't give them that idea, they'll only demand it.
You are actually a human wrecking ball.
Now, I accept human wrecking ball.
Okay, so I'm thinking then we keep this really simple. Less parts the better, almost.
I mean, we definitely don't want some crazy swing wing design, do we?
No, we don't. I don't think so. We could always drop explosives out of it.
I have no issue with.
That, on its own, should be alright. So now it's just a question of what else we really want to include on this. Do we want to have some weaponry? There are... did I build that medium cargo container the wrong way around for that? Maybe I did.
I don't see anything wrong with having a gun on it.
Shit. Yes, I did. Okay. Well, that's what I'm thinking, is yeah, adding a Gatling or two, perhaps. If nothing else, we could start getting efficient at raiding convoys, you know.
I haven't even seen a convoy yet today.
You sure?
There was one dispatched just a little while ago. And there's another one.
Yeah, we have no projectors, guys, so we can't do any funky projector-based builds or anything like that. That was specifically turned off to avoid people from using blueprints, I imagine. I imagine that's the case. Is that Cesar? Caesar? I don't know. Thank you for the donation, sir. I feel like you need some kind of jail for Wedgie in the base. Yes, a bit like my group survival doorway that doesn't let morph in. And I think we need something along those sort of similar lines. I completely.
Okay, I'm not as bad as Morph for
Shame
crying
corner.
out loud.
Really? You really want to go there, Wedgie?
Morph doesn't mean to do the stuff that he does. I do. That's the difference between us.
That's better than.
I see how it is. So now he admits it.
Intentionally wrecking stuff
now
is better
he admits
than
it.
accidentally doing so.
Remember, I am become Clang, the destroyer of your shit.
You got all the good parts in this thing, Dex.
Which thing?
The mobile base has got all the good bits.
Well, I thought we were leaving the new base, which is why I grabbed most of the stuff out of it.
See, we have absolutely no idea what we're doing.
This is our base of operations, our home zone. Why would we leave it?
Because we have a mobile base we take with us.
Yes, but it's still not base of operations home zone.
I like what you've done with the chocks on the wheels, by the way, Tex.
Yeah, well, SE brakes.
Basically, instead of having proper carbon ceramic discs, we've got essentially biscuit tin lids.
Yeah, about right. Morris Minor sort of era.
So, this is going to be more of a bomber than a fighter, let's be honest.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I wasn't aware that was going to be what it was, but yeah, that's kind of a thing. How big do we want to make it? Do we want to keep it relatively small and efficient, or do we want to actually invest a bit into it and make something a bit more serious as a sort of gunship? The possibility remains to do so. But now the decision must be made. Part of me wants a gunship. Gotta be honest. Can't imagine why. And you see, the sensible thing to do here would not to use that. Do that there.
The gunship will absolutely have to be pink. I mean, we've kind of abandoned all of our other pink things, so...
Yeah, indeed. I
we
feel like
need,
pink needs
we need
to
something.
have some showing, yeah. I say, you look like you could be a really great, like, parts runner and welder.
Well,
I mean, there is
with
actually
all the change textures now, I can't tell if we're completely out of steel tubes or I just can't see them.
Yeah, there is a bit of that I haven't got used to either. It's a bit frustrating, but I can understand. Yeah, why not change?
It'd be kind of handy if we had a connector to lash this thing up to the...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could easily make a connector off of the rear end and then use that to connect the mobile base to the regular base, file the inventories together. So, if I want to, I could start working on that.
I think I might sort of take some inspiration on this one from the ship that is unlikely to ever see the light of day, the unfortunate Razor Wing that it says the Noxborg one, and it just lies. This ship is broken. I can't paste it. Yeah, that ship's broken. For raisins. I'm pretty sure we got tubes in the main base, by the way, Tex.
Steel tubes, small.
Yeah, they look like a quarterstaff now, is the best way of describing, like a metal quarterstaff.
Yeah, or like a metal Q-tip.
Yeah.
I think that's they were going for the Q-tip vibe, definitely. Okay,
I'm
so
sure of that, yeah, definitely Q-tip
if you
vibe.
guys will weld up a block 2 connector on the station, I will weld up the mobile base and we can get them connected together. Know what I mean?
Would be handy. I will pause temporarily on my designing of the Fighter of Wind. Oh, duck rolls appeared in chat. Howdy, you man.
Oh, yeah. Roll.
Why am I making another pink monstrosity? Because that's what I do. Have you not figured this? Look at all this scrap.
Hey Wedgie, can you go grab some small steel tubes?
I don't think we have any.
Yeah, but what we do have is like the
Got a lot of
turbocharged
stuff we can
assemblers.
break down.
Turbocharged
Right.
assemblers, guys. Turbocharged assemblers. What is small tubes? They just need iron. Alright. What have we got loads of? Interior plate, I imagine. Yeah, or ammo. Huge volumes of ammunition. Oh, and 741 reactor components. Has someone been taking apart that large reactor?
A little bit, yeah.
Yep. I took some apart to make the reactor
Okay.
for the
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
for the Nekomata.
I had to think about it. Doesn't flow off the tongue quite yet. Okay, let's disassemble some grids. And
Well, this being the internet, I know that my pronunciation of a Japanese name like that is going to be massively wrong, and I will get corrected. So at least I'm going to try and say it right.
How long is chat delayed? About 30 seconds on YouTube, and it's kind of painful, honestly. So an area that I really wish that they'd sort out. Yeah, I just sort you out some stuff. Look at the speed of it. We're not going to be able to afford all those, by the way. Yeah,
Oh.
it's fine. I can set the other assemblers assembling. Yeah. Nice. Parts are on their way. What is S? For some reason, when I see SMS, I just think it's like the HMS text file over there.
Okay. You should have some small steel tubes in the system.
Where's the connector going? Oh, at the back. Okay. Really need to see what height it lines up to before I can put one on the base.
Yeah, I figured
To go and sort of reverse it over there and see
like
where that lines up.
+2 basically. Okay. I
Probably,
can move
yeah,
up
but you know what I mean. I think it'd be better if we did. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Construction components.
Cargo.
Lots of construction components. Yes, thank you for changing the texture models halfway through the game, Skeen.
Is that confusing you that hard? It is pretty bad. But I do prefer the new ones, is the thing.
I do, but I'm kind of used to the old ones.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have everything you need? Should I just worry about getting the connector on this end?
Yeah, work on the connector there, or work on the connection line, and I'll back it up wherever you want me to put it.
Oh, that's medical components and not construction components. God damn it! Just as we were talking about that, I was like, why can I take so few of these?
That would be why.
Because you're doing the wrong thing.
Now,
Now, we got a cargo system underneath here already. If we can make use of that, that would be
yeah.
pretty good. Anywhere, yeah, it's going to be this side, isn't it? Yep. So we want it to be there, ideally. Might be a bit high up.
Okay. Done. You go grab my chalk.
Right, can you come round to this side and see how that lines up height-wise? We might be alright, but I just want to check it before I go too far.
Okay, when you say this side, okay, where you're at?
Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, we've also, you may notice, we've updated the death counter. It should now be correct. Including deaths from last night, of which there were a couple, I think, that were purely down to, like, chasing around. No, was there any deaths? Or did they only happen after we stopped and saved and started pissing around?
I don't count the ones from the fighter. There was
Exactly.
one where you killed Wedgie, and then there was one where I got killed by the turrets when the sun hit the solar cells.
Yeah, but that
Which
was yeah, that wasn't counted.
I'm still totally counting that though, because that would have happened on the stream.
I'm pretty sure I killed you as well with the grinder.
Who, me?
Oh, wasted.
Okay.
I think height-wise we're good. I just need to clear this space out. Yeah, height-wise we're good. I just need to make the back of the thing a bit more clear, and I had too much stuff in my inventory, so yeah, let's lose this stuff.
So how do you feel about getting that easy inventory mod? You feel like that's a cheat too far, or
I don't think it's a cheat. No, because it's
just something to make things less painful?
Yeah, indeed. Junction in there, or is it just a waste of materials? It is just a waste of materials. Let's see. I should fill up my hydrogen.
I'm always a fan of putting a junction in though before you put a connector. When something inevitably hits the connector, it doesn't destroy everything.
Nothing will hit the connector. Beth.
Not like I'm gonna back a big ass
Nah,
right on top of this thing.
I'll never happen.
Oh hey, I will need, however, some small steel tubes to finish it though. Which I think I have some.
Cool. Mostly done here.
Reminds me, we need to start putting some antennas on these things too, so we can
not
hit
lose
them by
them.
radio if we need to. Yep.
We didn't work off cam on vehicles, Darren Lester. Thanks for asking. Good time to remind that no, we streamed last night on Twitch. So I streamed twice weekly on Twitch, and last night's Twitch stream was me, Wedge, and Tex. Continuing on this, but just building. We didn't do anything but build. So there's nothing there as far as exploration or new discoveries or anything like that. Just us taking apart this base and the Flight Research Center and working a bit on our vehicles. Base is relatively inconvenient to move around.
Okay, connectors plate on this side. Oh, and I crashed.
Yeah, I'd had enough of that being in the way.
So you're just like jumping out the window.
Well,
Okay.
it's just more from the perspective that there is no oxygen, so there's no air tightness. So why have windows? Yep, same name on Twitch, Darren. Links in the description as well. VOD is up and available.
Alright, I'm reconnecting. Don't know what happened there.
Okay. Yep, too late.
Base engineers crashed the desktop.
It was more I could have killed you before you did, but no worries.
Well, yeah, except for I never know when I'm going to crash the desktop.
No, but before you joined it back in again, I doubt your character would have left.
Oh, good point. Okay, I didn't actually have much on me, so we'll be alright.
Does this count?
No. Death
I'm
by
pretty sure.
SE.
I'm
Oh, come
pretty
on.
sure I got DC'd by Essie at some point and then killed my brainless corpse.
Yeah, if I don't
Which
get
he
to kill
did,
you, it
but
doesn't count.
He didn't count it.
If I don't get to kill you, it doesn't count. Simple as that.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it got counted. You know.
No, it didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right.
How much more building? I don't know. Until the building is done.
We operate on valve time here.
It's not like we can just. I mean, we could go out there with what we have right now, but it'd be risking everything. Do you think we need some kind of escort craft?
Look, you're
Yeah,
already.
We're working. We're working on it. It's just we got distracted by finding ways of hooking you up to the base, basically. An acceptable thing to be distracted by, no doubt. But how do I want to hook this thing up? It's got a small port on the front, and that would be the best one to use. But really kind of want it back a bit. Okay. That cover that quite nicely. Want the turret at the back so I can armor it, basically. So it's the last thing to be getting shot at. This way around, we should be able to line that up like that. Plenty of room for it to be armored. We can whack an oxygen gen on the back of it as well. Keep ourselves topped up with oxy. Tank or a generator? Generator's smaller. Probably a generator.
Sorry, tanker generator for what? Oh, oxygen?
Yeah, or on the fighter. I'm only going to have one or the other. There's no point in having both. You know.
Indeed. Alright. Are we connected? Or are we finished with the connection?
I believe you are.
Okay. I'm going to very carefully then.
Put those blocks down until the ones underneath them are welded.
You, can somebody guide me in here? I don't really have a rear camera.
Yeah, give me 2 secs, Tex. I'll be over. Just need to give Wedge enough stuff to do.
Keep them busy.
Well, yeah, the combo building thing is working quite nicely.
A board wedgie. The dangerous wedgie.
Okay. Let's guide her in. Right on the back. There was a reasonably decent suggestion that we should put a platform down for you to drive on so that we know that you're nice and level. But I'm not sure if that's... Oh, wow. No, stop. You're too wide. I'm going to need to get rid of this other pillar on this side as well.
Hey, Roger. Saying this base make my rear look large.
It does. It makes your ass look big.
Good.
And quite square.
Well, we learned something about text today.
It's got a square ass.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Left hand down. More left hand down. Hey, we're looking alright, Very close.
Keep
Oh.
going.
Beep beep. Ooh,
Done.
forwards.
Okay.
Living grinder takes up so much more of your screen. Right, you need to go forwards, forwards right a bit. Turn right. Turn right. Right. Stop. You're lovely lined up now. Come back. That's the safest place to be. Oh, still not quite. Okay, forwards right again. Same deal. Same maneuver, just a bit more. Bit more? There you go. Good, good, good. Check.
Back.
It's a
Hitting
bit.
something?
It's a bit low.
What, the
You're
connectors?
you're hitting it, but you need to drop yourself down on your suspension a tad. You are, to be honest, probably a bit high on your suspension by the looks of things. There's no movement in that right now.
Okay.
Not by much, and remember you now have a walkway underneath. It's easy to rebuild, but yeah.
Okay. How about that?
Might need a little more. Let me just check ownership on both sides as well. On your side, ship is shared with faction as well. Okay, you're good.
Okay. Do I need to come down any or?
I can't tell until you're closer.
Okay.
The FOV doesn't let me see. I think you need to be lower, but we'll see. Yeah, you're gonna need to be lower. Whoa, that was a bit fast as well. About the same adjustment again, I think. Better, better.
Very back.
Okay. Back her up. That's a good speed. Stop. Okay, you need to go forward and right a little bit. You've misaligned now. She likes to shift. Turn a bit more. More again. Right, now go back. Because she'll twist a bit as you come back. Slow. Hey, there we go.
There we go. Okay, now connector. Hey, there we go.
Okay, so what do I want to do with this Majizzles to give her power, do you think, folks? Other thruster directions I'll cover shortly, as I will gyros, but power-wise, do we react to this? How are we doing for uranium? We don't really have that much, do we?
I thought we had plenty now.
We've got like 50 units or something of it that was in here.
Oh, really?
Oh,
let me double check that, because I don't want to build a reactor-based one and then find we don't have any uranium. But if we do, then that's 0.8. That's not really anything suitable. I'm not seeing 50 units of uranium, if I'm honest. Oh no,
there is
there's 32.
32.7 in the fire truck, it looks like. There's 18 in the mobile base in the Nekomata.
And 49 in the
there's-
large
yep.
reactor that needs to be welded back up again for us to get at them.
Yep. So I think we're good for that.
Yeah,
for a while.
but I'm not sure we can weld that reactor back up.
Oh.
Well, if we keep grinding it down, won't it just pop out?
And fall through the floor, probably.
Theoretically, yes. We might have enough. Oh, do we have enough reactor parts left over? Probably not.
No, we don't. So our only options to send it through the floor.
Yeah, so
And hope
83
it
reactor
doesn't.
components. I tell you what, how about this? You ready for this crazy idea? It's attached on both sides, right? Top and the bottom. Put a collector underneath it.
50 uranium's not gonna weigh that much.
It would have worked.
You're sounding like effort now, man. I'm on. No. That has to be hooked up to the cargo system and all sorts. This is effort. I'm gonna grind this thing a bit and see what happens when it falls through the floor. I think that's the answer, honestly.
Okay, well, no, that was that idea.
I hear what you're saying. I understand and appreciate where you're coming from, Mr. Tex. However, we're not doing that.
Okay.
Wow, superconductor conduits look interesting.
They look like snakes, don't they? Or do they? I can't remember now.
Yeah. Wow, this has got a lot of components in it. What I'm probably going to do, I think, before I take down the last bits, is build like a trap for it out of steel blocks underneath, just in case it does fall through the first layer. The danger is when it hits the ground and sinks through the voxel surface, and you never see it again because it's now falling towards the center of the Earth. So, yeah, I think that might be an idea.
So when you do the final grind, just have one of us underneath.
Catch it!
Catch
Hopefully
it.
don't get brained by it.
Totally legit. Sounds like a great idea.
You are completely correct, Mr. Zach. Zach. My hydrogen is low. I do not care. I could go upstairs and refill it, but I can't be bothered. I am literally running back and forwards between this reactor and a cargo container at the moment. Because large ship reactors with this cargo size apparently take a while to take apart.
Are you putting a connector on the bottom of your fighter craft?
There's already one there.
Okay. So I need to have a connector over here that you can land and attach to.
Oh, I was thinking on the back of the truck is set up to do that. Back of the mobile base.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, you're thinking about setting up a new one. A second.
What? The shoulder pads, as somebody put them, were actually designed to have connectors in the center of either one of them.
I did figure as much looking at them. You kind of scream that a bit. Oh, you put the reactor on as well. I see. Stuff. Okay. Yeah, was where we were, right? That's the reactor, okay. So...
halfway from home, picked up my phone. I stared at your face, but it's not your tone. Saying oh hello, who are you to call me late in the night? She says, I just gotta say that it's here with me.
Chat is, or at least some people are getting frustrated with the fact that the back wheels on that vehicle are not painted. I think that's because we had to re-add them, if I remember rightly. They aren't the originals.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Pick a particularly hideous colour.
I'm gonna stick with the theme.
Oh.
If I was gonna pick a hideous color, I would paint
so
it pink
boring.
like everything else.
We've already picked a pretty hideous one, but now you need to pick one that clashes with it terribly. So we need to go for like a really neon lime green, something like that.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Whoa! I almost got brained by the uranium.
Oh, is that what happened all of a sudden?
However, uranium acquired. Okay, so we can do reactors on this thing. What have you done to the front?
I've made it dangerous. Oops.
Okay.
Mistakes were made.
Leave Wedge alone with your vehicle for 5 seconds.
Your vehicle? Isn't it our vehicle?
Well, no.
I think it was the royal we.
Damn right. You're damn right it was. I gave you my last vehicle. And what happened to it, hey?
It got a very nice epitaph, is what happened to it.
It got a very nice epitaph. I mean, which obviously I feel better for that, but part of me is just still kind of broken up about Wedgie and the ideas of murder. So this puppy needs some reactor power.
There's
I want to put a rearward thruster there.
calls for this thing to be called the Dakar Flyer, given the number of guns on the front of it.
Oh well, yeah, but you hadn't picked up on what my plan was. You remember I was trying to build the Razorwing clone, so it was going to have shit tons of turrets on it as well. So this will be fun.
Yeah, but you know, that shit doesn't work.
Yeah, that's because of reasons. Yes, reasons.
So basically, what you proposed was to construct a design that screws you over majorly in creative mode in a scenario where everything we encounter is extremely hostile and we need something reliable and simple to do the job for us.
Says the man that just slapped up God knows how many Gatlings on the front.
These are reliable and simple. You point it, you pull the trigger, shooty comes out, thing you point at dies.
But do
You
we
and
need
your
to discuss
shooting.
the Clangcopter again?
This is not a clangcopter, leave me alone. By my standards, this is relatively conservative.
Well, when you start off with a qualifier like, by my standards, then yes, every statement you say afterward is going to be true.
No, Wedgie, I was not coming for you. Oh dear. Oh. Hello.
One sec. Oh, you didn't even let me.
You're gonna drop stuff on me, and no, it's not happening.
I was just gonna wave at you.
Now I have to hope I can jump out of this hole. Yes, there is a way out of the hole that you can walk out of. Wedgie does not have a point. You guys cannot take his side. Go away, chat.
What is my
That's not
point?
Your point was about Gatlings being reliable, and I
Oh,
don't
they are.
believe it. No, because they don't outrange the turrets that are shooting at us, and turrets versus large ship turrets versus Gatlings. I know where my money is.
Well then, if you really want to take on a large ship turret, what you need to do is you need to build a shrine to Clang, do a small to large rotor thing, and mount this thing with a big ass large ship turret.
Because even then you don't outrange them. That's why we were doing the droppies. Whatever, yeah, that thing.
I don't know. We might have a drone come up in our face, and you'll be thankful of them then.
The convoy raiding, they should be fun. Although you should, to be honest, sacrifice the center one for a camera.
All right, I'll agree with you on that
Yeah,
one.
no, I'm right.
I will pull that out and put a camera there.
It's worth it. You've got space for the center line. The center line just makes it so much better. Right. Anything else I need to grab in here for building purposes? No, let's just go and get hydrogen. Oh, my God. Ramp in progress. Beware.
Lovely. Apparently I'm gonna have a storm outside, so if I suddenly lose power and go away, well, there we go.
Wasted's probably hoping that doesn't happen.
Yeah, don't leave me with Wedge. Please. Turrets.
Okay. Need to disassemble something to get some more iron. Thinking production components. We've got several hundred. Or is there something else that you don't foresee us needing a whole bunch of?
Sneaky kid. Duck rolls up the aiming radius on large ship turrets to 1200.
Has he just said that?
No, someone else, Paul Kemper, just pointed that out in chat. And I was like, that does actually tie in with our experiences so far. That sounds a bit right. Sneaky kid. Yeah, and small ship ones are still 600. Oh dear.
Well, at least they can't outsmart a massive boulder about to drop on their heads.
Tesla has probably also mentioned a sensible thing in chat, which is that camera should probably be on a stick, because otherwise you won't see anything.
Stop being so sensible.
I know, but he's right. We did that with the rapier, and literally when you're using the camera on the front of the rapier, you can see nothing. All you can see is just muzzle flash. Alright, it has come to that time in the stream, I think, where I need to go and grab a drink. Wonder what can we do about this. What do we do? Do we go for an in-game pan? What's Dex? What are you up to?
Oh, Mick.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Back in a sec, folks.
Convoy dispatch. Delivery 23380. ETA.
An entire chat full of people saying, build a hut around Wasted. You guys. Why am I... Wedgie?
I didn't build a hut around you, and I might have knocked you into the massive
Why
pit.
push me off the edge into the pit? Git.
There was an old Minecraft server I used to play on where you'd do that to people who'd left the keyboard, and they were called the AF cages.
Not bad. Not bad. Wish you could tell which way around those were.
Which way around what things were?
Atmospheric thrusters, when you place them down and you've just got the build state. That you can't actually see, the sort of starting model isn't detailed enough to tell you which way around you've placed them. Which, if I'm going to move the positioning of them, I have to do all of them. I can't tell which way around they are. Okay. Left there and two. Might want to do one more rack of downwards thrusters, actually. Saying that, actually left myself space to do so. So I would have to don't do those ones. Sorry, moving them. I don't know which round they are either. Before anyone says anything, I know those are out of alignment. She's starting to get a shape. Gyros are now a thing. And then there's the question of if we've actually got enough power to run it, which is debatable. Probably not, I think, would be my immediate assumption. But that can be fixed if need be. Yes, the reason we're equipping up 2 air vehicles is so that we can go to the MRE experiment site, because it involves quite a journey. It's 20k away. So a couple of air vehicles I think is more appropriate than what we've been running thus far. Right, just out of... No, I'm in the way.
Tower reports convoy arrived quickly.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So it's just power I'm concerned by now, and I think I'm going to accept that we just don't have enough power, and thus I'm going to modify a little bit of what Wedge's done here to support that. Give ourselves a nice V8, maybe a V6 look up front. This is basically expandable as far as we want, so. We will, of course, need the single reactor to actually be able to start it as well. The ridiculousness that is.
So that's the starter motor, a nuclear reactor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can get behind that.
That's survival, because you can't access any... The small ship reactors only have one connection port on them. So, of course, you want them hooked into the conveyor system. But you can't access the conveyor system to put uranium in them until the ship's been powered. So, to be fair, what you can do, I suppose, is build the conveyor in later. You know, so have the same reactor down and then put the conveyor in. Yes, there will be a respray for this, don't worry.
Oh, I like the colours of it. I'll only get behind the respray if it's even more hideous.
Yeah, she's come together in a kind of brutish sort of fashion. I've been building us more brutish ships of late, a kind of heavy industrial look, and I quite like it. I think it works better with Space Engineer's current look, you know. Like, really expose the components rather than trying to hide them.
It's annoying because I like building sleek, elegant looking things, and they've kind of screwed me over.
They have killed that as a design ethos, yeah. It's no longer something that... I mean, you can do it, but we're more limited as to what works now, I feel. You know? Whereas before, because the blocks looked more generic, they were intrinsically a bit easier to work with from that respect. Yeah, you almost felt like you had more room to be flexible with.
I mean, you know, for some builds like your brutish things and like the murder plow, it does work really well, but other times, you know, like you say, you are limited.
We can ostensibly call this armor. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. Armor. I'm not just adding blocks to make it look cool now. Definitely not. Still need to put gyros on, but I want those on the top. Sorry. I want gyros and I want them not on the bottom, I should say, is probably the most Most accurate description. Not on the bottom, and preferably on the outside, because they're a lot safer that way. In fact, 2 should be plenty, and I think that's quite a nice spot. Look at that. Look at that. Like they were supposed to be there. Get even. A crazy Minecraft and more. That's not how stream delay works, I'm afraid, man. I can't just watch it on a phone, so I see the comments the same time you guys do. Yeah. that's not that's not how.
Points
stream
for
delay works,
creativity,
bro. I mean, I love it. I love the mindset, but it's not because it's just running slower on my end because I'm streaming. It actually looked cooler with some of the structure of it being like
the skeletal kind of.
skeletal sort of approach. But maybe we can recreate that with some good coloration.
Either that, or it can just get its character from being battered in combat.
That'll never happen. It's beautiful. Actually, to be fair, what I should be doing is going and adding these blocks to the other side rather than before I forget what it was I did. He says, then immediately changing what he'd done. I fucked up a bit. Alright, leave me alone. There. Look at me, still using my old school bar layouts. Screw this mouse wheel rubbish. Only for armor blocks, though. I do it for everything else. I do it the new way, as such. But the armor blocks, I just can't get used to that scroll wheel approach. It doesn't feel right for anything that's got too many options, you know? Or am I the only one?
So I lost track of what you were saying.
But both Wedge and Tex have just zoned me out at this point.
Yeah,
Roger!
I can't tell when you're doing exposition for me or for the stream.
You sure you just don't zone me out after a while? Because I can understand
Nope,
that.
I'm gonna stick to my story.
I can understand that. I really can. I would be okay with it. I feel like it's almost impossible to grind stuff down without accidentally grinding down the stuff underneath it.
I was just thinking the same thing.
And I'm not even
Right
using
behind it.
like particularly hardcore grinder or anything. I'm using a tier, like the first upgrade one. And even that's enough to just like, whoops, didn't mean to do that. That or just something else nearby, you know. Ugh. Then it doesn't help when you start screwing it up even worse. So, how are we? If I missed anything hideously dramatic, I wonder. Wedge couldn't really be bothered to build the camera's strut properly.
I thought, you said that thing kind of looked cool.
Oh, was that when it was? Okay, I didn't realise you'd already just done that.
I'm gonna stick with that story.
They're just both bullshitting me constantly, apparently, is what's going on here.
Oh, I've lost connection to the server. Steam's doing its thing.
Oh, is it the nightly Steam reset that always happens on a Tuesday when we're streaming?
Probably, yeah. I have DC.
It is that time. Yeah, Friends is not available in offline mode.
We've still got him believing that that's Steam doing that, right?
Is it just the point of the night where you guys need a break from me? Is that it? I don't know. It's just time to be like, nah, he's out. He's out, bro.
Convoy system. Delivery 233 and 0.
We're probably gonna get that bug as well, where the server's running version 0.
000, yeah.
This
Only
may
we
be an
had a
opportune
cryo to
time.
go into. Hey.
It's too late for me. I can't get in a crowd. And
We can kill your corpse.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, do that then.
Oh,
I
right.
won't even, we won't even give you a death number for it.
Killing time.
He said.
Killing
I'm just
time.
gonna sit back and watch as I'm, mowed down by you and your grinder on stream.
Killing time. Ironically, that was how I started playing bass guitar. I was in a band at school, and that band, I can't find you, Edgy. I think you've already exited. And that band, I was singing in that band for some reason. I can't. I think I'm dead as well. Yes. We're texting you. Go and grab my stuff. I'm just off the edge of the platform.
I'm really liking this. How'd you die?
Hydrogen. Hydrogen during band story. And directly away from the base, off the edge of the platform, just on the edge of the crater. Some of my stuff might have fallen actually into the crater. Underneath.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me get some hydro myself before I die. We're good like that.
Where did my grinder go?
Oh.
There it
Lose
is.
your body?
There it is. It ended up underneath here. Oh, hidden. No, I got it.
Okay.
So yeah, I was singing in this band because we had no singer. It was a bunch of friends of mine, and we also had no bassist, but we were sort of borrowing a bassist from another band in the school that was very good. And this all went absolutely fine until the first point at which we as a band actually performed live. And we were performing Killing Time, which is, I can't even remember, Sean something is the guy who sings it, or this version of it that we were doing. I'm pretty sure it's a cover. Either way, this was the point that I really found out for the very first time that I can't sing. Which was in one of these wonderful. No, it wasn't a concert. It was like at lunchtime in front of like the school at lunch, basically. Yeah, that was painful. And then I played bass, because we also needed one of those, and I wasn't going to be singing anymore.
Roger.
That moment when you know you've done something in high school that you will never ever live down. There's just no way you're going to survive it. That is going to be the thing that you are now known for the rest of your time there. Death 41 indeed. Disassemble some reactor components and use its silver to make some gas bottles, says Nicholas March. And I 100% agree with him. That is a great plan. What do reactor components look like now? They look like that, okay.
Like Twizzlers.
Yeah. Or like the Sentinels from the Matrix. No, I am not ever singing. Stream. You're not having it. If I am singing, it will not be something that I'm singing seriously. I can sing in the orc voice. That's acceptable, perhaps. Right, make me some bottles. Oh, yeah. Well, we're missing ingots. Nickel. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, I probably didn't need to make 10 of each. A bit extreme. No, there's not footage of it. I'm too old for there to be footage of it, for God's sake. When I was in high school, there weren't mobile phones, really. They were, like, starting to be a thing. Certainly not the point where everyone had one and they could all record. You know, if you were recording stuff, it probably had, like, a VHS tape in the side of it. You know, this was the point where owning a mini-disc player was a cool thing to have.
Mini disc.
But for those whole 3 years.
Now, here's the thing. Minidisc flopped really hard in America, but it was actually quite popular here in Europe.
It did better in Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a mini disc player at the theater program I was part of, and yeah. We quickly realized we couldn't actually get mini discs from anywhere but the UK.
You want to hear orc singing, guys, you're going to have to tune into the Twitch stream. That's not going to happen on YouTube. Nope.
But yeah, with the
Hashtag
mini discs, with the mini discs, there's a really interesting channel called Techmoan, which kind of it examines like old and forgotten like music and video formats. I imagine you've probably seen it.
Yes.
I also imagine you've probably wasted quite a few hours just watching them.
Well, there was another one that I can't even remember the name of the guy's channel, which is unfortunate, but he was much bigger than I am anyway, so I probably shouldn't be too concerned about not giving him sufficient cred for mentioning him. But yeah, it was doing, like, literally, it was just reviews of games from the 1980s. You know, 1980s PC game reviews. It's fucking awesome. I watched that for ages, just watching this guy blather on about like his opinions on like these text-based adventures and things like that.
Awesome,
Early
yeah.
days RPGs. It was just like, that was really cool. The fact that he had them all to begin with was just far too cool. Right, okay, so we've got bottles now, lads. Do we have any sort of oxygen generation in the main base at the moment?
We have that oxygen farm, but I don't know that it's actually.
No, we have an
hooked up to anything.
oxygenerator. No. The oxygenerator on your vessel has nabbed all of the bottles and just filled them, which is cool. What are we missing? We're missing nickel, actually. Interesting. Decent volume of nickel from. We aren't that attached to. Guess we don't get it from reactor stuff. Nope. So. Bit or two. Do need a lot of it. So, did you manage to get in, Wedgie?
No, I'm still offline on Steam.
Oh, Steam's still doing its thing, so we don't even know
Yeah.
if we've got the 0.0 bug yet, because Steam's still being weird. Roger, I want to move out. I got on an adventure. We've pretty much built the vessel of Wynn. Let me just check what's left and missing on it. So we need to finish off a couple of rear thrusters. which need pretty much everything. Tubes, grids, motors, construction components, and all of the reactors, which need basically the same thing.
Well, while you fiddle around with your thrusters, I'm gonna go and, I don't know, have a bio or something like that. Not
Or
decide
something
yet.
like that.
Or something like that,
You haven't
yeah.
decided. Well, you're just going to sort of walk in that direction and see what takes your fancy.
But have
Okay.
you ever done that? Pretty sure everyone has to at some point.
It's not been a big feature, no.
Yeah.
You're randomly wandering about my house seeing if, like, maybe something will happen.
You've never been truly bored then.
Is it that bad?
It's grim up north, remember. We've only just got electricity.
Wow. Okay.
But surely, having only just got electricity, you're bowled over with the opportunities. You could listen to wireless radio now.
What's this wireless radio you speak of?
It's a bit like witchcraft, but acceptable.
So, if I acquire one of these wireless radio devices, I'm not going to be burned at the stake, am I, by the local priest?
But that depends entirely on whether or not you sink.
And it depends on the local priest too, doesn't it?
I suppose.
Do
Well,
you sink,
regardless,
Brady?
I do occasionally sing, yes. There may have been occasions where I have been somewhat intoxicated in a karaoke bar with a pair of bunny ears on my head,
Oh, and perfect
singing
timing.
Britney Spears.
That is a very specific hypothetical.
Well, perfect timing
Well,
as well.
it's-
Donation for
it's,
Commissar Fox. Imperial thought of the day. Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind. Where do you...
Oh, I was crippled in body and corrupt in mind that night.
Well, poor man. That I don't think that was envisaged by the Imperium. Oh god, stupid game. No, not going there. Cypher, I know you're in chat.
Right.
No.
Right, I'm gonna take my chances with the crazy priest. I'll be right back, hopefully.
Beautifully ugly, I think, is about right. It's got sort of mix like that. Mostly reactor components we need.
Apparently,
Right?
I can't actually weld anything right now. Lovely.
Seems legit. I just do motors. How am I still missing motors? God damn it. But I just did motors. That's the point where I put some back. I need more computers as well, and any small steel tubes kicking around, Mr. Tex?
Possibly.
There's a few. Not that many, but a few. I'll have to get her up and running.
Can always make some more. Matter of fact, we probably should if we're already out.
As far as I could see, we were, yeah.
Don't mind queuing up some more. Awesome.
Okay, reactor components there, and good on the back. Looked for a second like it was trying to take off. It's a bit concerning. Okay, so I think that is it. That's it done. Not quite. Got steel plate still? One side is a little uneven. Camera's missing? Okay. Go and check that out. Ah, the camera's done. Just the blocks behind it that's good. We're sorted, so now we literally just need to put some uranium into it and then build the bit of the cargo system to hook everything up. So, plate, motor, construction component, plate, and some uranium. Plate, motor, plate. Where's the uranium hiding? Wow, there's 67 in the small reactor now. Okay, final check. Could add some upwards thrusters, perhaps? Could even whack them. No, I couldn't. Not sure upwards thrusters is that necessary on a planet with gravity, but...
Seeing you fly.
We have a power problem, Tex.
We do. What is our power problem?
It's fine, because everyone's like, you have the thrust to match that. Remember how I said earlier about how this system was expandable? Observe. Look, it goes the whole way down, even relinks back on. Wedgie, there's a bit more welding to do.
Well, as much as I'd love to do the welding, you are running version 000.
Aha! Well, at least we've made progress, Wedgie. We've got to the point where at least we know we're running 000 now. Which means I need to do a restart.
You want to take a look at this real quick before you do, or?
Will do. I'm just going to lay down.
And we could do like a restart, be right back.
The insanity. To be honest, we don't actually need to run all of our thrusters at full thrust the whole time. That's the thing. But yes, let's have some more reactors. Why not? I've got uranium on me, but I haven't done turret groups, yes. Cool, let's go and check out Tex's progress then. We got the rear turrets up and running. The fire truck is fixed. Fixed and with side cockpits and armor.
Got a nice little armor belt now. Hopefully that'll keep it from dying quite so quickly next time. do you mind hopping in the cockpit real quick and making sure that this missile turret that I'm about to do is turned off? It should be. All the turrets on this one should be turned off, but it's worth double checking.
Was not. Is now.
Bingo. Alright. Fully operational fire truck. Well,
Good.
not fully operational, but I added another 4 downwards thrusters, so it will have plenty of thrust even if we fill it all the way up. Got
I
a
just
cockpit
don't
for
believe
every
it
gun
needs this
position.
many thrusters. Somewhere in the
doesn't.
mass, this is wrong. This many thrusters, this many kilowatts.
Well, I actually expanded it to where if worst case scenario, I can take out all the small thrusters and put in 2 large ones, and that'll be definitely good. Oh, you're talking about your ship. Never mind. I'm sorry.
How many reactors have you got on that thing, Tex?
Just 1, but I have 3 batteries.
Ah, right, yeah, batteries
It's
are strong.
designed to charge. Let's see. We're going to reboot.
Wasted needing how many reactor components? Well, given that these things require... What are they? They require 3 per one. And in this box we have... Where is it? Sorry, finding reactor components now is more difficult because I don't recognise what they've looked like. There's 27 there, and there is 1,827 there. I think we're alright. Let me take some of this 1,827 now. We're all done for reactor components, guys.
Roger.
I used less than 10%. Let me put these 86 back.
Were we able to recover the uranium from the reactor or no?
Yes, yep. Why not hook up the power and check? You might not need them all. That's probably a good idea, but I'm going to restart first because hooking up the power and checking is a dangerous move.
It is indeed. Here, I am going to hop into one of the cryo chambers.
And anyone who
Okay,
thinks
I'm
this
in.
thing looks a bit weird, look, what the thinking behind this is take this body here. Now, what if you were to add a set of wings that came out there on both sides, right?
Are those all reactors?
Wings aren't on at the moment, but yeah. Well, people were telling me that like the small atmospheric thrusters use 700 kilowatts maximum each, and I did have enough, so we went hot rod. It's not a V8 or a V6. It's like a fucking V24 or something now. I went Clarkson on it, all right.
Yeah.
Opa!
Indeed.
Okay, let's do this restart so the wedgie can join. Chat, I'm gonna go back to the be right back screen for a second. That says going live soon rather than be right back. So that because I've got to restart Steam for this. This is unfortunately what happens with Space Engineers when Steam goes
Hang
down.
on one. Or did you already go down?
Yes.
Okay.
Some armor on my reactor array. I love the fact that I have a reactor array. Never
Sounds
before
so
was this
official.
a thing.
What's the what was the name of the reactor room in Chernobyl? You might, with that much uranium, you may have to start calling it something like that.
Well, it was just
RBMK.
The Stalker craft.
RBMK.
That's the type of reactor at Chernobyl.
Yeah, but he said it wasn't the name of the reactor room. It
Oh.
was just called the control room
Oh.
for reactor number 4.
No,
Oh.
I mean where the actual control rods were.
Where the control rods were. I don't think it had anything name-wise that was that exciting or special. Space Engineers is also quite clearly like hung up or crashed on trying to exit as well.
They did have a fancy name, but I can't remember the name for it where the control rods were, so
The place
Sorry.
with the control rods.
we'll run with that for now.
Well, we could call it the elephant's foot. The
Space
radioactive
Engineers
mess
hasn't
it's going to be.
exited cleanly, so Steam won't exit. Die, stupid game. Die in the face. Da-ding. It's the noise of Steam not being happy.
They made up a name for it. It's called Corian. Oh, very nice.
So what's going down in chat? Commander York reckons like to see us play a bit of Armour 3. I'd be down for that sometime, to be honest. I do like a bit of Armour. And at the same time, I reckon we could have some fun in Armour 3, actually. Being text, at least. I'm not sure about the other one.
You haven't seen me play an FPS. To be
Yeah, but Armour
very
3
entertaining.
isn't an FPS by normal standards. You have the right mentality to play Armour 3 well, I think.
Okay.
Whereas Wedgie just really doesn't. Wedgie would get
Wedgie had-
impatient, and that is not something that works well.
Wedgie has the mentality to be a red shirt on Pulsar.
No, not a red shirt. The red shirt.
Red shirt.
Yes, because he was all of the red shirt.
Zombie survival games.
Cloned another Wedgie.
Do you like zombie survival games?
Do I like zombie survival games? Not really. Not anymore. I did play them at one point, but not anymore.
Omega, I actually even know how to say a Rankin.
Isn't it a Runchin?
No, it's a Rankin. Well, I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know how to say it.
But also, isn't it measured in millisieverts these days anyway? Well,
Yeah, it
sieverts
is.
in general.
It is indeed.
Isn't Sievert's dose rate?
Sieverts is a dose rating, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why it's measured in that rather than Runchin's.
Well, and that's actually tying back to a rather ridiculous conversation I had earlier about why you don't measure fires in temperature nearly as much as you do as heat release rate. 'Cause all fires are the same temperature.
It's the relevant one, yeah.
Yeah.
Reaction on 3 Mile Island was also rated 4. Interesting. I don't know anything like as much about the 3 Mile Island event. This has been derailed massively.
I thought 3 Mile Island only had 2 reactors. Basically, if you're building a nuclear power plant, skip reactor 4, go straight to 5.
Yeah, just
Do not.
I mean,
is
you know,
right
don't
out.
have a 13th floor in a building.
Well, yeah,
Just
I was about to say.
everyone knows that you're on floor 13. You can call it 14 or you like. Everyone knows. And it'll be the same with the reactors. Like, you curse it double as hard because you'll call it reactor 5 and everybody like, this is the 4th reactor and we fucking know it. Go away. Why are we on a break? Because Steam... We're not on a break, we're letting the server restart and the guys reconnect because Steam crashed. It didn't crash, it did its weekly maintenance that always happens on Tuesday apparently. And when that happens, we get server version 0.0 messages and we have to relaunch everything for it to all work.
Right. I am back.
Cool, give me 2 seconds, I need to kick this animal out of the room as well. She has started to
Okay.
become quite annoying.
I have absolutely bugger all on my inventory as well because
I have made. Oh boy. I have a floating steel plate. Clang Not today. Not today, Clang.
So I don't know about you lot, but what do you reckon to the whole Space Engineers logo on the side of the actual disc for the grinder? Do you think that's shit, or... I don't know, I think it's a bit crap.
I do love that kitty, but it is so very stupid. Like window licking, wall lickingly stupid. Piss off out the room, animal. Oh, what are you doing? I see. You're gonna lick my shoe as I try and shoo you out the room. Okay. Let's do that then, shall we? Oh dear. Well, if you guys in chat at least are interested by the whole Chernobyl chat and so on, then one thing you should most definitely check out is my current playthrough of Stalker. Because while it's not, by any means, real life, it is based on some real life events, and it is one of the best sort of parallel storyline kind of games I've played. And is really, really fucking cool, to be honest. It's done an incredible job of recreating the zone as such. Like, to the point where if you go and search for images for it, for example, you will struggle to be able to tell the photo from the real life, even though it's really old. Yeah, it does seem like at the moment it does not have the thrust to lift itself, so we're probably going to want a few more of these reactors active. Oh shit, that's with only one reactor active. I need to add the missing conveyor thing. Spread, my beauty. Propagate. Why will you not... why will it not propagate itself? It's so stupid. Look, there is enough. There is enough.
Is it all in that one reactor?
Yeah, and it's just stupid that it won't go and spread itself out, you know? Why would you not be able to spread yourself out like that?
So apparently something has actually fallen through the truck and is bouncing horribly.
That'll be fine.
That's something you guys are doing.
Is it natural to want to blame Zoc for everything?
Does uranium fit through small connectors? It doesn't. Wow, okay.
Well, if that's the case, it kind of renders the connectors on these reactors completely useless.
Oh, it must do then. So is the cockpit not connected up correctly? The cockpit is not connected up correctly. Hang on. Error has been made. Is this going to be hugely deadly, or is this going to stay intact? Should stay intact. I need to remove that medium cargo container.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm the only person that when I am grinding something away to take a missing block out, fallen inside, a little bit like an explosive ordnance disposal technician. No? Okay.
I'm kind of with you. But I feel that way in general about just disassembling anything in survival mode in Space Engineer, if I'm honest. There's like somewhere in there, there's normally a gyro. No one wants to get involved with that. Yes, I have fucked up here. Well, one medium cargo container is going to have to be enough. How to link the cargo system in properly. I can do that into there, which is technically linked up as well as it could be. It's just a big amount of that thing that is me. You know? And that works, but it's a bit crap. The other connector available is on the bottom, isn't it? That's also not helpful.
All your reactors are done.
Bling! That lit up rather nicely. Don't take off. Oh, I suppose you'll fix it. Okay, yeah, sorry. I take it back, Wedrel. This time, you are not causing carnage.
I was tempted to, I will be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, when you are
tempted.
standing on what's essentially the bonnet of this thing, there is always a temptation to flick it back with the gyros and watch you career off into the desert.
Why would you ever do that sort of thing?
Why would I not do that sort of thing?
Disgusting individual.
And yet you invite me back every week? It's almost like you're a masochist or something.
Nah, the public seems to like her.
Oh.
Just know when that favour runs out, Wedrel.
Well done. And here was me thinking it was for my wit and charm that I was here.
Annoyingly, this now seems like a really good place
Totally
to put the
keep
oxygen
thinking that.
generator. Everyone's saying move the cockpit one spot to the back. Do you have It's
That
not
would
as
be-
simple as that. It's attached to an oxygen generator that everything else is attached to. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's not as easy. I'm trying to make the best use of this space I can, alright? If you guys have got any clever ideas what could go in here, then let me know. Because at the moment, it's just frustrating me that this is a great spot for an oxygen generator all of a sudden. Which is what's on the back. So don't tell me to move it.
Ooh. Well, heavy
Can we
missiles
use
pass
the
through a
oxygen
cockpit.
tank?
Out
We
of
can use the
curiosity.
tank. Oh, yes. I think we can, right? Oh, no.
No, the
it's
tank's one too big.
No, it's not one too big. The door is at the wrong height.
Oh.
Oh, you bastard. That would have been perfect, but the door's at the wrong height.
And can we
It's
not
on the
run
block,
a
isn't it?
conveyor right down the center of the ship on the second, the lowest block here?
Battery? That's not a bad call. We have power cells. Chance in with the rescue. Battery. That is a suitable thing to put in that hole. Boom. Yeah. Nice one, chat. Nice one. It felt wasted, you know? We can't have any of that. There's only one wasted in this channel. Of course, having put the battery on, we don't need these reactors quite so badly.
Well, who cares? They look kind of cool.
They do, and it enables us to bulk this vehicle out. And now I've got room for a few small cargo containers to tuck in there as well. good.
I've just noticed no one's really died tonight.
No, we're
Yeah.
not really doing that. I have.
Oh.
I fell in the hole.
Oh.
Sorry. Did I ruin what you were saying?
Oh, never mind. I mean, it's fine in my opinion as long as you die, but you know, me and Tex.
Just holding down the fort. I see how it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do we need to do something with decoys?
I'm thinking that we'll add wings later down the line once we allow ourselves to use that mod. There is a straw poll, guys, available on my Twitter. The information for my Twitter is down in the video description. If you guys want to get in on the subject of whether or not it's okay in this sort of scenario to add in the wings mod, having unlocked flight anyway, or is it acceptable to do that? Because, you know, obviously it's going to change the gameplay a fair bit, but it's also going to be fucking cool. So I personally love wings, but we used to do a bit of a for and against here. Who's going to play devil's advocate for me?
Well, I
I'll
built
be
the
ha-
clan cop.
Tex,
I'll be happy to be devil's advocate.
can you roll this? Okay, so I would argue that the wings are basically aerodynamic thrusters. That's what they are. The coding behind them is an aerodynamic thruster, and the way they were made was basically by making an aerodynamic thruster that would apply thrust based upon how fast you were traveling. And it will never be able to apply more thrust than the weight of your craft is required to lift, but that's how it worked. And otherwise, you know, they require some finesse to use, especially in survival, because you run into the issue of, hey, I just fucked everything up and now I'm falling out of the sky. So my argument would be they kind of should be in vanilla anyway, and yeah, that's the deal. But I know there are some other sides to that, so Mr. Tex?
Oh, is this where I do my counterpoint?
Yeah.
So, I totally understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, at the beginning of this series, we did say that we were doing a vanilla, modless scenario as Duck Roll intended it.
Simple but to the point. So, anyway, there is, as mentioned, a straw poll up on my Twitter. You guys want to get involved with that sort of decision, I will let you in on the secret at the moment. And as a few people have replied to that tweet and I kind of agree with them, have rightly said, it's more indicative of sort of what we wish they'd added to base Spence Engineers than anything else. But right now, there's about 70% vote for adding wings. But there's not that many votes yet, so if you guys fancy getting involved with that discussion and letting us know whether it's okay, then let me know. Yeah, Tenebrous.
I mean, I'm totally sympathetic to the argument that it should be in the base game.
Yeah, no. But I'm also sympathetic to the argument that, hey, it isn't, and you're not playing the scenario as default, so you should really fix that first, you know? I can see both sides of the coin here. Oh, someone's ready. God damn it. There's a much more. This is the downside of doing the majority of the talking. As I come across as someone who is literally just useless. I think we're almost done here, aren't we?
More or less.
Pretty close.
She's going to need some ammo. That gives us space for more gyros if needed, but looking at how you were moving to wedge, it didn't look like it needed it, really.
No, it seemed pretty responsive, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Cool. Well then, let's jump in. Just check everything's. How are we looking?
Is there a doom seat on that thing?
No, there is not at the moment.
Damn, that thing goes up fast.
Well, yeah, it's designed to carry cargo, remember, so you don't want to be running into problems like that. Okay, so sideways thrust and far from impressive. Rearwards thrust, far from impressive. Downwards thrust, highly impressive. Could probably do with a couple more rearwards thrusters, maybe. Oh, that's not too bad, I suppose. I'm sure I'd want to do that without adding more front thrusters. Looking alright. Just a bit lively going up. But I suppose up is unlikely to be the one that gets you in trouble. You know?
Yeah, unless you flip it upside down, I think up is going to be okay.
Even docked in, look at that. Needs a name and a paint job.
What do you mean paint job? I think it's fine.
Go away.
Okay.
Oh, he actually went away.
Do you feel bad now?
No, not really. I feel safe.
Do you really feel safe if I'm somewhere and you don't have an eye on me?
Got a point there.
Okay, I take it back. Be gone. Time to get back into my thing and fly as high as I can. So yeah, there's room on here for a few more rear thrusters, I think, eventually, in that sort of idea. You know, fill out the rear end into something that looks a bit more Corvette-y, and maybe add some more side thrusters. Kind of buff up. Having added the rear thrusters back there, maybe get rid of this and add, like, twin-linked side thrusters. So what's it called? Name of the Dragstar. It's got a little bit of a pod racer look to it, to be honest. You know what I mean? Without the pods.
Why don't you just call it the Mustang?
The shot
Huge.
rod.
Oh.
The shot rod is quite nice. I think he meant
Yeah.
the hot rod, but something about the shot rod actually works a bit better.
I like that. That's the best name I've heard yet.
Yeah.
We need to add a few more rearwards thrusters. It can't be called the shot rod and be so poor performance forwards. So
Why don't you stick a massive, no, not a massive one, but...
no, because the small ones are legitimately better value.
Oh.
Like you actually get more thrust out of them for the power requirements that you need for them, and the space requirements that you need for them.
Hold on. You're saying that... How many nuclear reactors did you slap on this thing?
Enough.
You don't have an efficiency argument here.
That was what was required. Was
Are you
entirely
sure you didn't?
necessary.
Are you sure you didn't go a little overboard? I mean, what's this?
I'm 100% certain I didn't go overboard. I'm to be honest,
There's-
slightly offended that you'd even suggest it.
There's 22 nuclear reactors and a battery.
But if you're gonna blame anyone, blame chat. They got me paranoid. The battery
Well
was
then.
not originally intended, and you know it.
It may not have originally been intended, but you know, you're gonna go overkill on the power. You need to
Go overkill elsewhere
slap
as
an
well.
engine.
Yeah, don't worry.
you need to slap an engine on the back that looks the part.
I'm kind of with you, except I think I think the engine that looks the part isn't the engine you think it is. This isn't quite right.
The engine that looks the part is a large ship small thruster mounted on a rotor.
Well, there might be that. People are telling me off for saying that Mars has no atmo, so wings won't work. And I'm not 100% convinced that that's actually how those wings work.
Does it matter in space engineers, given that these thrusters are basically jet engines?
Given that we were given atmo thrusters, I'm going to say these were modified to work in Mars.
It's like if the wings don't work, why are we using atmo thrusters?
Tower report. Convoy arrived.
You know, they're getting cocky. I think we need to do something about one of those convoys pretty soon here.
Yeah, we can be down with that. He's almost done.
Be a nice little dry run. Are you blowing stuff up?
Nope.
Hearing booms.
So paranoid of breaking parts when I'm trying to grind stuff down. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's just your ship rocking around like a whirling dervish. Never mind.
Ah, right, yeah. There is that. Okay. What's going on? Ah. I reply.
Something
Good
to-
point, never mind, says Oldcat with donations. I like Oldcat's approach of speaking. I mean, it seems a little bit needy, but I'm fine with that to some extent. A little bit of shilling is always.
It gets your attention, doesn't it?
Certainly does that, yeah.
No, no. Nope.
Big and green and stuff. Hard to ignore. That was probably Yushi's intention. Can I get a thruster there, do you think? Kind of, there's a bit of me that wants a bit more braking thrust now. Just all of a sudden, don't know why. Yeah, Caesar. Thank you very much for the donations, guys. Using Super Chat to talk brings a whole new meaning to putting money where your mouth is what Caesar says. And there's a bit of me that thinks that actually the system is kind of dirty, you know? There's a little bit to it that you have to... I find myself cringing at, because that's exactly what it is. It's just like buying attention, And that feels a bit... yeah. That doesn't feel great. We did not find the scrapyard yet. We're about to go searching for it. We have built ourselves 2 flying vehicles for this task, and we are pretty ready and rocking, I think. How are we feeling? I need to set up some groups for this little motherfucker here. So these things, no neutrals, no characters, because there won't be any. Rest of them is fine. No, cool. Missiles, similar sort of deal.
I'm just hooking you up with a bit more reverse thrust.
Oh, nice one. You extended out the front a little bit then.
Yeah.
I think it's probably worth it, to be honest. And where's the connector? Cool. Yeah, that was all I was thinking, was just a couple more extra in the center is enough. You can actually still access that little... I've done it, by the way, man.
Oh.
You can actually still access the connector underneath it.
Oh, cool.
By the way, you can look through the gap. Nice. I actually think the blue and white might be a nice colour scheme. You went for a sort of very pale sort of grey. I think that might be a nice one to add as a secondary colour. Maybe even continuing in a stripe like you have. Thomas Bradshaw, sir. Have a beer on me, bud, he says, and I most certainly will. I will fetch one of said beverages just before we start whatever stupid adventure we're about to endeavour on and end the stream on our inevitable death.
So, can I get a doom seat on this thing so I can halo into it wherever I'm going?
No, because you're going with Tex.
Oh. Am I not cool enough to ride on?
Correct. How did you figure that out?
Despite building, half of it with you.
Despite not even building half of it, but also being predominantly the one that just ran backwards and forwards with parts for most of it.
Wow.
Apparently
Well,
not.
there's not really
Brutal.
a spot that jumps out at me as this is where the death seat goes. I mean,
How about where I'm standing? I mean, there's a bit of Captain Shack in there. It'll be right by the engines.
sure. Why not? Don't weld this stuff up at the back, by the way. I think we leave this as...
No.
That's fairly cool. As a random little thing that would very, very easily accept wheels. Wings. Not wheels. It will not accept wheels in the slightest.
You put a antenna on it, by the way?
Nah. We don't want to find it.
No.
Why would we want to do that? Fucking ideas of yours, Tex. Plans. at the back. Radio communication components and a single small steel tube. Let me guess, we don't have a single small steel tube, but no. We do.
No. Can you give me one back?
No. No. All mine now. You can have them back in 2 seconds. I just need to... there you go. Right. Sorry. I'll put the stack back in again. Taking just one isn't so easy. Where am I putting them? I can't even
I
remember
don't
where they
care.
were.
Just put them somewhere.
They're in. Well, it is easy. I was just lazy, but... There we go.
I've just started dying for some reason.
Probably out of oxygen and stuff, aren't you?
I've got oxygen, I'm just dying randomly. What is this bullshit?
Okay, we really need that easy inventory nod. This is driving me insane. If I was better at this game, I'd be able to remember the half list of things, but I'm not.
How quickly can I crash on new vehicle?
I'm just taking damage for no apparent reason now. I'm just
Your
standing
helmet
here
open.
and dying.
Well, I'm gonna take the scrap with us. That way, if we run across something that we need the scrap for, which people keep hinting at, we'll actually have it.
Sounds like a plan. We just need to ammo this thing up then.
I'm probably about to die.
Bye,
Just-
Wedgel.
There is nothing actually killing me, but I'm just losing health. Goodbye, cruel world. This should not be added to the death count. I don't even know what that was. I fully charged my suit. I sat in a cryo
did.
chamber for a bit. It's just death. Curse of the spontaneous death.
Okay,
So
I think I am actually ready. We're
Some of that.
pretty darn close to
Oh,
it.
that's why. I opened my helmet.
We did. I did say that, but
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
hear.
he did.
Oh.
it's alright. I only mention it because it's something that I've done as well. Yeah. What was that?
What?
What do you think it was?
God damn it, Tex.
Can't go into battle with that's your battle cry.
Can't go into battle without a bit of breaky. Oh yeah, when a connector is turned off, you can't use it to access things. Cool. She is loaded up and ready to go.
It's probably not coming back though.
Everyone is demanding that that get added to the counter. Part of me agrees. I like how she sits on the ground as well. It's got that hot rod stance. It's a bit like that Corvette R15 thing I did a video on absolutely ages ago. How are your sittings, Tex? Are you ready? I mean,
Oh.
I'm gonna grab a beer before we ride on out, so that's why I'm asking. How's the time?
Yeah. Perfect. I'm ready.
Timing to... Let's have a look. Wonders of who gets to manage the death counter. Oops.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
Make Wedge a ship made out of 90% warheads. Gene Whited. Thank you for the donation, man. And it sounds expensive. I'm not sure Wedge is worth that much.
Oh,
Anyway,
now,
so before
come
we
on.
take off- Before we take off, when you look at the fire truck, what do you see?
I see a flying fire truck.
Okay, with wheels attached to it.
Yes.
Not
No,
Purging
it's, no,
through
no,
the
no, just
actual-
a fire truck in the sky.
To me, the wheels seem to be floating about,
okay.
5 feet below it.
that's- Yeah, about 10 feet below.
No,
and
no,
they
no,
pop
no.
Back
They're
and forth.
fully attached, and you're even steering as you go left and right. The stream is getting the glory of what the fire truck should look like, is what I'm suggesting. It's just you that is getting the world of Clang right now.
Lovely. Okay, we may need a little, maybe time for a reboot before we go do our thing.
I'm not sure the reboot's going to fix that.
No?
No, because in reality,
Oh god.
when we booted back up again, it was lower sim speed than it is now.
Okay.
Of course the fire truck has wheels. Did you listen to what you just said? Person in chat. Mr. IoT and count. The fire truck has wheels, question mark. It's a fire truck. You've said it yourself. Just
Maybe
because
if
it
I
can
leave-
fly.
Maybe if I leave the base, they'll actually merge back with the ship.
Fire truck, bro.
Right, we ready?
On a drag race?
Where are we going?
At the MRE base.
I don't actually have. Oh, MRE experiment site.
Yeah.
Roger. Okay, and there's also another one called Hidden File Contents. G
Oh,
Corp.
yeah, but that's at the secret weapon facility. We've already been there. I found that earlier.
Okay.
I need to go. In fact, let me go and turn that stuff off. So, no. The spares, that same place. Secret weapon research facility. Up. I need a GPS just called up. Thank you. Still crowded and horrible, but better than anything. You is probably not that helpful either. It is. You ready, Wedgel?
Sure.
Safe in your chair. Ready,
Just
Tex? Tex?
Yep, hang on one second. Ready.
Appropriate response. Right. Final checks. Please go over your vehicle. Ensure full ownership and faction sharing. Same with you, Wedge. Given that you own bits of this vehicle, please go into the control panel and ensure that it's shared with everybody.
Everything.
Guys in chat, guys watching, are you ready? Now is the time where everything goes to hell. After 2 hours of preparation, this is where it goes wrong. 2.5 hours of preparation even. I can't fly upside down. I have no thrusters in that direction. Go away, Stephen.
Everything should be set to share with faction.
Same with you, Tex.
The fact that I have the warping wheels shouldn't freak me out, not the least bit, right?
Nah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Just look away. Look away.
MRE experiment site.
I'll be good with faction ownership, right?
Yes.
Let's just do a
is,
quick test. Oh, that turret looked like it was moving for you. It was like, no, not for Tex. Same with the missile. Oh, the missiles are keen on something.
What did they just hit?
Oh, they're going for the oxygen farm because we never hacked it.
Par for course.
Should we just go?
Moving on out. See you, Tex.
Roger that.
That's how you
Where
win a
headed to?
drag race. You wait for him to turn around and point the other direction. Then you leave. We're going to the... Oh, did I not give you the MRE experiment site?
Oh great! Now he's
Well,
going to overtake
You're not
us. Good
actually.
job.
You're not actually headed.
No,
towards
I know,
it,
but there's a
so-
G Corp headquarters in the way. So I
Oh,
felt we
alright.
would probably go around it rather than directly towards, you know.
Wow, I'm at 100% injury. Energy. When I go up. Good to know.
When I go up, I am also, actually. Even with all those reactors and the batteries.
Yeah, so I'll need to add another couple of reactors if I can at some point. Oh wait, let me make sure all my batteries are on.
Ooh,
Yep,
hang on.
they're all on.
Do you spy something ahead? Hang on. I got cam. I got cam. Hello, what do we got here?
Whatever it is, it's smoking and on fire.
Yeah, it is. Do you see any weapons? Tex,
Something open for business.
Tex, rendezvous.
Nope, I don't see any weapons.
Mickey Scrap.
Oh,
Escape
there
from
we go.
Mars,
Let's
open
do
from
it.
business. We have found it.
Nice.
Right. Am I going to Halo in?
Sure.
Hold on. Stop.
Go
Look
right
down,
for
look
it.
down, look down. There's something clanging out there. Look back at the thingy Mars. It looked dangerous. Wait, where are we looking?
Dead ahead. We're
There
alright,
are
man.
robotic arms freaking out over the...
Not on me, not on my end.
I see a lot of pistons.
Yeah, yeah. While it
But
might
no
be a
wep-
co-op scenario, it may not necessarily perform that well in co-op.
But no weapons so much. Right, if they had guns, we'd have been shot at by now, so I think we're
No,
good.
I'd already had a pretty good look.
Right. Getting ready to
Right.
bail?
Uncle Mickey. Oh, right, I forgot we were doing the Halo entry. Off we go.
Holy shit, this thing's scary.
Okay, I may have to lose tires completely. Unless I can get this fixed. They're jerking my ship around.
Mr. Duckroll, I hope you don't get me copyright striked. I'm just saying.
Oh, so this is the grinder pit then? There are iron thrusters down there? You cheeky fucker, I saw that.
Okay, so we have arrived at Mickey's, apparently. The pits have shut. Drop unwanted vehicles and large items into the furnace. So this is the furnace.
This is the Five Nights at Freddy's theme. Well, not the theme, but you know what I mean. I know I sound like uncultured trash saying that, but...
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, I can control the crane. Oh dear, that's so incredibly dangerous. It doesn't work. It is broken. Oh no!
Yeah.
It's not broken. Press all the things.
I can't grind this shit down.
Alright, let's go and actually have a look around a bit better than we are. What else is happening here?
Do we have scrap? Or what do we do with where?
Customer control station. Increase glorious music volume. Decrease glorious music volume in brackets.
Philistine.
Oh, Duckroll, I do like you.
Okay, so I just...
Scrap metal recycling, here.
Oh. I see you, Wedgie.
What happens when you drop scrap in? Someone bring scrap to this thing.
I've got it.
Tex,
Oh,
put the scrap
I
in the
died.
thing. I'll stop the sound. What happens?
I might have jumped into the furnace in a hope of opening the doors, but that kills you.
Okay,
Who'd have thought?
I dropped it in there. What is it supposed to do now?
It's going to dispense some shit for us from these dispensers, I think. Use control station to adjust dispenser position. Use release command when ready to receive goods. Disable release for after for next customer. So we need to control the dispensers from here, perhaps? Oh, that's the furnace. What's this say up here? Vehicles and oily waste, construction and demolition debris, electronic and mechanical equipment, deactivated drones and mechs. Okay, so we dropped the thing in the thing. Now how do we adjust the thing? Oh, Dex has found it.
Word speed. Release components, enable, disable, furnace doors.
Release our winnings, Dex. Release them. I want goodies.
I think it's set for enable. Should be dropping.
I'm not seeing goodies.
No, I'm not either.
Distinct lack of goodies, honestly.
Access denied.
Do we have to break into Mickey's scrap? Is that the deal? Don't mean break into Mickey's scrap. I don't want to do it.
You can't break into Mickey's scrap. The blocks are indestructible, I tried.
Oh well.
Also, I'm like 2 kilometers away from the place and just like...
So is Mickey's scrap perhaps a bit broken?
It might be broken in multiplayer.
Perhaps. What? Wedgie.
Stephen House reckons add more more
Wedgie.
scrap.
What did you do?
Are we being attacked again? Oh.
I'm walking through the desert and there's a convoy coming at me because I was walking through the desert within a kilometer of it.
It says it's fleeing, to be fair.
They claim.
Chat is claiming that we've been robbed. There are a few people saying that we didn't put enough stuff in, but we put 2.5k scrap. I'm not buying that. I suspect we may have just been robbed.
Mickey is a shill.
Well, he saw us coming, didn't he?
Oh, I'm sorry, shyster. He's a shyster.
Throw Wedge in the hole. I don't think Wedge is scrap. While I do approve of this, let's go to the MRE experiment site. This has been cool. We found a place that we need to revisit. Maybe talk to Duckroll about why it might not be working. You got to remember, guys, while it worked in your games, Duckroll personally came into our game, into our save, and pasted this in our world. It didn't exist, which is why it's in the wrong place. You guys might notice that it's not in the right place for the rest of like what you guys have been doing. That could well be part of it, you know. Are we ready to go for a flight?
Come pick me up. I'm still like 1.7 kilometers away. I'm just walking.
Here, you can man one of my turrets here. Where are you at?
Hang on.
I don't see you.
Actually, before I leave, I will go and try the button myself, just in case it makes a difference as the host. That is a fair point. That's worth giving a shot at least. Make sure not to crash my nice new fighter. Inwards and outward speed work fine.
I have visual on you, Tex. You are 1.4 kilometers away from where I am.
Okay, I'm not actually seeing you there.
Yeah. Mickey scrap is a bit
vector
broken.
me in.
If you turn to your left, keep turning to your left. Are you getting further away?
Okay, let me know when I'm pointed at you.
I think you're pointing the other. Do a 180 and you might be pointing towards me then.
Your transmit on?
Yeah, I'm transmitting. Okay, I think we're getting closer technically. Okay, now you're getting further away.
Is your transmitter on, Tex?
Yeah, I'm running towards Tex, but he's flying away from me.
Yep, broadcasting is on. Broadcast radius is 500, so pop it up.
I can't see you at the moment, Tex.
I'm 1.3 kilometers away and we're closing.
Size.
Tex, if you try going to your right a bit more, by like 1/8 of a turn.
Okay.
Okay, now we're getting closer.
Marco.
Polo. Okay, you're 800 kilometers out, 700. Okay, if you do like a 90-degree turn to your right.
Okay, I can see you now.
Wasted just doesn't give a shit, he's soaring past.
I'm not here to pick you up.
That's just rude.
Okay, where you at?
I was just here to
Are you
charge
at
around.
your GPS locations?
No, just keep coming down. Keep coming down. I'm 400 meters away.
You're really invisible.
I am broadcasting.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Me neither.
Okay, your back is sort of facing me. Kind of. But well.
Anyone else? Oh, I see him now.
Don't you dare shoot me. God damn.
Yeah, I don't see you. Sorry.
I'm like right underneath wasted.
I know.
I can't even get in the seat. I haven't got any hydrogen. Can I get in the cockpit a minute so I can...
Jump.
Oh, there we go.
We're rolling.
Are you gonna-
Tex. Feel free to take control of one of the turrets, by the way, Rich.
I can't.
Oh, hey, there's something. Turns out you can't enable your inertial dampeners when you're in a turret. Good to know.
Right. MRE. Where is it?
Roger.
Bear in mind, I can't do any funky Halo shit because, like, I will just pancake into the ground.
I'm liking this plan. All right.
Oh.
MRA experiment site.
Let's go.
We need to hang right because we are headed straight. Yep. For one of them E Corp.
Whoa, the
looks like we have a
headquarters over to the right.
Got a power shell shipment, and we've got a construction components also.
Let's head on out, man. Go MRE.
Yep, we're headed.
Lost text by a kilometer in the acceleration.
Oh. The only thing sillier than my acceleration is my deceleration.
Well, you're not flying the shot, are they? Flying a fire truck. It's pretty elite. Still 11k to go. I was just letting you catch up. You need to accelerate a bit ahead of me for us to fly together.
Yeah, roger that. Gotta turn off my back thrusters. Go ahead and cruise at like 60.
Alright, punch it.
Alright, I'm gonna cruise it now.
Yep, punch it.
Alright, maxed out at
There
100.
we go. Basically together.
I've noticed we're also attacking in the dark.
Seems appropriate. Lol.
Convoy arrived.
Cheeky bricky. When you get this stream like copyright locked, I hate you, Tex. Just say.
There's no music with it.
It's alright. Duckroll's probably already done that with the classical
That's
music.
true. I'm gonna blame Duckroll if that happens. Ah, see? It's the sunrise now.
Perfect timing.
Out of curiosity, anybody actually remember to bring firearm?
Nah.
Oops. I
Nah,
don't
we-
even have
We got
a grinder.
sexy ships, that's all we need, right?
My grinder's currently at the bottom of the flame pit.
Ooh, this looks like a crater. If I can not directly overfly it.
Yeah, there's got to be something in the crater. Wait, it is in the crater, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
The research.
it's going up. Check it out in the camp. See what we got. Oh, it looks like it's it's inside.
Yeah, it's in a cave system. Do we want to make an approach?
Maybe. Do you see anything around that's dangerous?
If you can keep us still for a moment, I'll have a close look. Tilt us down a bit. And to the right slightly. Hold on, we've gone past the point of visibility for the opening. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Pan down to the right as well. There looks to be... Oh, I thought it was wreckage, it's just some markings on the ground. Okay, I think if we come in from this angle, there won't be anything that can get us.
Is it worth risking the vehicles when we're not equipped for the fight?
I do actually have at least one gun. We
Can
could
you
go
check
and-
your inventory quickly?
Yeah, no, I have a gun.
But is it just one?
Yeah, I didn't think I needed to grab a whole bunch. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, maybe we can... There is an potential that we can actually fly our way into this place. That opening looked big.
I think it's probably worth maybe having you swing down there and see if you get fired at. If
Okay.
not, we could land and we can make approach with one gun and some grinders.
What did that rocket just shoot at?
I didn't see anything get fired at.
I didn't see any rocket.
It's alright, animation bug. Alright. Going to take a look. Seeing anything, Wedge?
No. Get me down. I can't jump out, remember, so I'm gonna have to walk.
No, I know. I just wanted to fly by first. See if the turret.
I didn't see a turret, so...
I'm not actually seeing an entrance unless it just hasn't shown up for me yet. The experiment site.
I think what we saw might have been a voxel glitch, you know.
Does seem that way, yeah.
Right. Can you bring us down to the ground so I can
Yeah.
hop out and have a look?
Careful when you do that. You actually block my camera when you get out.
Okay. A little lower. Okay. I think I need a drill for this.
It looks like it might have been a Bloxel glitch, yeah?
I see something through the voxel though. I don't know if was.
Look, we
May-
don't got
they,
to drill.
They may have covered. We actually do have a drill.
No, we don't got to drill.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd
How are
you...
you gonna... I'm fucking running. I'm fucking running.
No,
I know what
get
you're
back
gonna
on
do.
board. You can run the turrets. We'll blow away.
I can't control the turrets though, that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Also,
which case-
I'm seeing some crazy shadows from the base shining through the sun, even though the sun isn't up. Right. Do your thing.
You want me to blow a hole?
You can do if you've got frontal rockets. Already on it.
Didn't see any deformation, did you?
Keep firing.
I shot twice and apparently I'm out of ammo. Yeah, just our tests to make sure that the missile turrets were equipped with ammo. Plus the fact that for some non-apparent reason when you get into the missile turret it fires was enough to empty the missile turret of ammunition.
Hold on. I'm in. I'm in.
Oh, was there an entrance behind it?
Welcome back, Anonymous Researchers. The elevator is ready to take you down to the experiment area.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that?
That sounds
Okay, so we got a little bit of showdown going on here. All right.
There's a piston elevator in here.
I'm gonna land.
Yep.
Shit, I can't get out of the hole because I don't have the hydrogen.
I got a bottle I can bring you.
There's a container here with
Do you need
bottles
to
in
fill
it.
it up here first?
I can't get out though. Oh shit! You mean John?
I don't see a hole.
There's a hole right here. I can see your ship. You're like hovering right next to it. It's kind of tucked behind the rock, but
Does anyone else see a hole?
I'm gonna hydrogen over.
Oh, I do. It is there.
missed the
Let's
tech.
see. Medical components. Oh, there's oxygen bottles right here. Let me go
Is
fill
he-
them up.
Yeah.
Hello.
Do you have the hydrogen bottle? Wasted. If you'll throw it in here, I'll fill it up real quick. Alright, I'll be back. Because we are so prepared to.
Yeah, we were ready for this. It's alright. The music is paying complete respect to the situation at the moment. If that makes you feel any better.
Well, like I said, it's a piston elevator, so this looks like death.
We're about to explode, regardless, yes, indeed.
You know, I'm gonna let you go down on that, and then I might glide down with the hydrogen.
Mr. Cohors, and anyone else that's wondering about notifications on YouTube, the best way to help yourself in that respect is there is a little bell icon just under the video to the bottom left by where the subscribe button would be. Click on that and then click the thing that says
Tower reports convoy arrived.
always show notifications, because YouTube has started using a bit more of a Facebook-like mechanic whereby it doesn't necessarily even show you stuff that you've subscribed to. So okay, so suggestions from chat is that we'll never get ion or hydrogen thruster tech, so never dismantle a ship that has them, basically, which makes sense.
We'll never get what?
Ion
Oh,
or
hydrogen
thruster.
thrust again?
Yeah, we never get ion or hydrogen thrust, so if you find something that's got them, don't dismantle it.
Okay. So I just.
And
took
apparently
all
we
those-
also broke this place.
We broke this place.
That's a few people are saying that we blew up the doorway.
Oh, well, we didn't have a key. Okay, so can you come take a look at the oxygen generator and see if the bottles are in there? They just disappeared on me.
Whereabouts?
Base of the crater.
All the way down there? Oh.
hover,
200
I
meters
just-
of my life?
Didn't want to run out of energy while
Oh,
floating. You didn't. Please tell me
Yeah,
you didn't.
I just bugged on your windshield, yes.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Where's your body?
Further beyond in the crater.
Do you have anything on it that we need
Yes.
to recover? Okay.
Well, he died and he didn't even use the piston out.
Okay, I have your stuff. Hey, if you're coming back from the base, why don't you bring some guns?
How?
He needs a ride.
You're 20 kilometers away.
I could come pick you up. And I can't even give Wedgie a hydrogen bottle because they've disappeared inside my fire truck. Never to be seen again.
So am I
Because
stranded in here until I run out of
reasons.
oxygen?
All right, I'm gonna use your hot rod.
Yeah, if you're going to take a vehicle, take the hot rod. Be aware, forwards, good. Downwards, good. Other directions, especially sideways, not so much.
Tell you what, Wedgie, before I leave here, give you some tools.
Oh, fine.
Don't spend it all in the same place. Okay, so on GPS, the can you link the base for me, please? You could drill out, can't you, Wedgie?
Yep.
Experiment completion progress at 342%. Atmosphere is 95% nitrogen, 3% oxygen, 1% argon, trace amounts of carbon dioxide.
We're gonna need to. We're gonna
I'm
need
headed
to
back
put
to you.
another chair on the hot rod.
How so?
I might have died as well.
Oh,
Interesting.
inventory?
What is Potato Dan talking about? Like Shodanified potatoes. There's no guns in the big truck. Probably make some. The way dampers and jetpacks and so on behaving is really odd.
if I'd known Wedgie was going to die, I would have just brought back the fire truck. Oh well. We're so good at this.
We're amazing.
Ideally, we need some form of med bay. So if we can bring the stuff for a med bay to set up at the door of the place, then we should be sorted. I mean, there are medical components there.
We do have a mobile med bay.
Do we?
It is 20
You're walking
kilometers
around
away.
on it.
Do you fancy a road trip?
Might be a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, let me finish building these weapons.
You can have them built while you're driving.
Not at the speed the main base will build them.
Okay.
Just on the basis that we've got the efficiency stuff booked up to that.
I've DC'd. Shit.
Where's your...
Well, reconnected.
I got us some guns, boys.
Excellent. We have plenty of ammo.
Oh, yes. We got crazy amounts of ammo. It's just the guns we were lacking. Oh, and a couple of drills. Did you manage to recover my body, or should I bring tools from you as well?
Yes. Well, I did. Then I gave him to Wedge, and he died.
Ah, okay. So tools it is. Roger? Roger! I hear you, and your call for tools.
Okay. Holy shit.
Did you stumble across something you shouldn't have done?
Maybe.
Yeah, had that certain vibe to it that said, yeah, this is not where I wanted to be in my life at this point.
It's still flying. I don't know if I got hit or not.
This is going to be as annoying as hell, but I've lost connection to Steam again because it says it's doing more maintenance.
No, I don't think I actually got hit.
This Steam is doing more maintenance. Oh, for God's sake. And I've bugged out my cockpit so that when I get into it, I just see a black screen and my crosshair in the wrong place. How about that?
Sounds like it's time to reload or call it for the night.
Oh no, I fixed it.
How far are we in?
Oh, we are a length in beyond some minutes. We're 3 hours and 12 minutes in, apparently. It is getting to that time. I need to recover our shizzle.
Yep, and the fire truck. We need to get our fire truck back.
Oh, you
also.
back with the?
Yep, I came back with the hot
shot
rod.
rod. Cool. She's got 2 seats.
She's very pretty and quite responsive. What are you shooting at?
Turn it off. Turn off. Oxygen.
Turn off.
Oxygen farm. She's quite responsive as long as you're used to using the sort of flying it like a plane, basically. So you've got the downwards thrust. Make use of that, and then you're all good. As I can see you are from how you banked that turn.
Okay, you can guide me in here.
I'm getting the version 0 bug again. It might not be a good idea to
And done. All right. Got a set of tools.
yeah. I'm not going to be able to rejoin, I'm afraid, because it's doing the whole version 000 bug, I'm afraid.
Oh,
So-
I'm fucking muted. I've been muted this whole time. No! I've been trying to say to people, hey, look, I think this is a great point to just call it, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Wedge can't get on. I think next time we can start off with exploring the MRE base, recovering our stuff. It's been 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's a pretty decent length stream, in my opinion. We've built ourselves some cool new stuff, to be honest. With the fire trucks had more advancement, as always, as has what we're currently running around on. We've got ourselves a new vehicle. which I quite like in a sort of semi-industrial fashion. Not that she's had much use yet, but hell, we'll get some use, I'm sure. And as usual, we've ducked and lost our stuff for the end of the stream. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Haha. So easy. So, I'd like to say thanks for coming, guys. Don't forget, you can come and catch up on what's been going on prior to this. I mean, some of the stuff we've been doing here, like this, the conversion of this base and the capturing of this base, kind of, not capturing, we'd already got it. But the rebuilding of it and kind of taking over it is all up on Twitch as a VOD if you want to go and see that side of things. Don't forget you can come and chat on Discord. We're doing plenty of events over on that side of things as well. All of the information for that is down in Discord, down in the video description. And also, Wedgie, he streams because he's a legend. He streams over at twitch.tv/Wedgehog95. You should go and check him out if you liked a bit of Wedge. Tex doesn't stream. He's a fun, but he makes nice
He's a
fire
legit
trucks.
hero. He is a legit
He's
hero.
an actual hero rather than like
Oh, come on.
like a fake senpai. And that's why he makes fire trucks for no reason that fly and also have wheels. That's the thing. Thanks for joining the stream, folks. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed it. It's been a bit of a building one again, but that's kind of survival for you.
Yeah,
Not
next
too much
week
action.
We will. Next week, I think we're going to be doing a lot of exploring and plot progressing. So
Yeah, indeed. We've got a new place to investigate. We've pretty well equipped now. We've got ourselves all the base of operations we need. It's just about doing stuff and getting them together. We might do even a bit more building off camera. I don't know yet. Might talk about that, but yeah. Don't forget that poll as well about the aerodynamics. Hit me up on Twitter. It's up on my Twitter thing. Again, that's down in the description. Let me know. But anyway, thanks a lot for joining me. Mr. Texfire, Mr. Wedgel. Been a pleasure as always. And for you guys in chat, it has been a pleasure as always. And anyone watching it after the fact, well, thank you very much as well. Please hit that like button.
Thanks for coming.
Goodbye, all.
We will catch you all next time.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this.
I should pay this fella, I think. I think this is how it would work. Like, Tex, you are now Western Space stage manager.
1 like equals 1 wedgie fired out of a cannon.
Now we're bribing him. I like it. Perfect.